Hello everyone, my name is Lena and welcome to my channel. I'm an online teacher, and on my channel I like to talk about all things teaching online. And today I have made some changes to my classroom. I've ordered a new background and I was putting it up, and I thought I would share this with you because it might be helpful for some of you all, and you might even be able to give me some feedback while I'm doing this too. So far I've been doing teaching, well, I won't say so far, but at first when I was teaching, well, actually I won't even say at first, I've gone through a lot of changes with my background. In the beginning, I did not have a back wall, and I have a video about it. You can check it out here. And in that video, I talked about my struggles as an online teacher who did not have a wall to kind of like decorate and easily put up a map or some pictures. So I had to figure out what to do. So I got a stand, and I created, I decorated the stand behind me with teacher decorations, and that's how I began. And I used ManyCam to add props, and I did all of that. So that was the beginning. Then I decided to use a green screen because it was fun and it looked good. And yeah, so I've been using a green screen. I use a green screen for a while, and I love it. I think the students really enjoy it. I could change up my background and, make it whatever picture I want. You could do a lot of that with Zoom these days too, but I think a green screen just makes it look even better and more professional. A lot of times I can't even tell. But the problem with a green screen is sometimes the lighting is just really hard to get right, and if the lighting is not right and there's like little fuzzies, sometimes I don't like that. So it just takes a lot of time sometimes. I just don't want to deal with that either. So then I ordered a background, like a picture that you can get off of Amazon that looked kind of like the same background that I have here in this digital background. And that was really easy, sometimes. So in the summertime, I wanted to be able to keep my windows open. I enjoyed teaching with all of the light, the daylight coming in, but that's not always the best for doing a green screen. So I really enjoyed using my background. It's a photography background that I ordered off Amazon, like I said, and I just got really used to using it. I really enjoy it. So I've kind of gotten away from using the digital background as often, and I've been using my photography background, and I just got a new one because the older one just kind of got worn out because I would take it with me when I would travel, and I wasn't always so good about packing it in a way that would avoid like creases, and it just being folded, it just kind of got a little warped. So I ordered a new one, but now with the new one, it's got some issues. So I'm going to show you my new background, and I'm going to show you the difference, and you tell me what you think. Maybe you really like the digital background created with the green screen, and I do like it. I think it's great, but I just don't always want to teach with it, especially now that I'm doing afternoon classes. Before, I was doing classes in the morning, so that's another reason why it really didn't make a difference if it was dark in the room, because it was already dark in the room when I was teaching ESL at 2:30 or 4:30 in the morning. But now I'm teaching classes in the afternoon, and I want to be able to enjoy the afternoon sun. So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to use a green screen, because it required more of a darker room. So yeah, so I'm going to show you, and again, I want you to show you, if you have some feedback, then you can share it with me. Or if you just want to just see the difference between my backgrounds, I'm happy to just share with you, because that's what this channel is about, sharing so that we can all learn from each other. So, all right, let me switch to the other background, because right now I'm going to take this effect off, and you'll see it's a green screen. So give me a second. So this is the background without the chroma key or the green screen. So this is just a photography background, and it looks a lot like what I had before. But now you could kind of see that there's some creases in the background, so that's what I really don't like. And I have been trying to iron it. When I ordered this off of Amazon, I made sure that this one was ironable and I wasn't going to be melting it if I ironed it. So I've been trying to iron it on a low setting, but isn't really getting the creases out the way I want it to be. So, I mean, most of my kids, they don't really care, but I care, and I want it to be nice and flat, and it's not working the way I want it to so far. So I'm working on it, but this is a background that I use, and I had another one that was very similar, but it just had an apple. And there's the kids say, you know, where's the apple? You know, there's the apple, it just got moved. You know, they always ask me, how come you're not eating your apple, Miss Lena, or Teacher Lena? And I'm like, oh, I'm not hungry. Oh, I'll get it later. Oh, it's my snack. Until they, you know, we finally got into the conversation. It's not a real apple. It's just, oh, it's a picture, you know, because I teach young kids, so they don't know the difference. But anyhow, there's an apple back there. If I decide to move, there's still an apple. So, yeah, that's my background. And, you know, sometimes I don't even have a background at all. I just, you know, if I want to move into my dining room, I'll just have my, it's my curtain with, you know, it's a little different with the plant in the back. It'll look a little different too. I'll do that. Sometimes I don't even have a background, because with Outschool, you're not required to have a teaching background. So that's the reason I do that sometimes. But yeah. What do you think? Tell me what you do, what works for you. Maybe you don't really have a background. Maybe it's not really a big issue for you and the company you work for. But when you work for an ESL company, oftentimes they want you to have a background that kind of looks like a classroom. So, of course, you need to have your name tag and a couple other things. Maybe the company's logo or something like that too. But, you know, a background that kind of looks like a classroom. So that's what mine looks like. So. All right, you guys, that's all for the topic that I wanted to share with you in this video. But I do want to add that, you know, I've been listening to a lot of videos of other YouTubers, and they have been so inspirational to me. Even before I was a YouTuber, I would watch them, and it was just like I would learn so much from these other YouTubers. And that's the reason why I thought I would start my YouTube channel too, because I wanted to be an encouragement to other people as they were starting. I felt like it was a great way to help others. And, you know, that's a lot of what teaching is. When you're a teacher, you know, you're sharing ideas, you're, you know, borrowing somebody else's idea. It's a lot of that, but it does take a lot of learning and constantly, you know, just getting those nuggets from different places. So that's how that was what was an encouragement to me. And I'm hoping that in my sharing my journey with you all, that this would help you all to, you know, build up, get some ideas for your own journey so that you can pass it along. So that's just something that I've just been really focusing on these last few days, just like hearing so many encouraging, inspirational people on YouTube. And it's just like, I've been absorbing it all. And, you know, sometimes it's just, we're not always perfect. A lot of these YouTubers, we're not perfect. We make mistakes, but that's part of the reason why we are, us as viewers, you know, on the flip side, if we're watching, we're learning. We want to know what other people's mistakes are so that we can grow. So it's a wonderful thing. So I hope that through my mistakes and trials and everything, it's helping you guys out. So anyhow, just want to share that. Had nothing to do with the video, but it has something to do with you watching my video and, you know, knowing something about me. So that's all for this video. If you have found anything that was encouraging or helpful for you, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And oh yeah, email me if you are interested in having a mentor. I do have a mentoring program that I'm starting up. Email me, let me know if you're interested, and I'll get to you. All right, have a great day. Bye.